Watch that snake.
You might have to sit on the back for weight.
Hey, you might have to go in there and steer it.
Nope. I think we're gonna need a bigger boat.
And I guess you could say that I'm a restoration specialist. I like to take old things and bring them back to life. It could be an old gas pump or an old Coke machine. It could be an old truck. That's kind of what I specialize in. But I like to see all this nostalgia being brought back to life because that's our history. That's what we grew up on.
I tell you what I bet you're gonna do. You're gonna pull that bumper around bad, trying to get that out.
Yep, we got our work cut out for us.
So we're down here in Madison, Alabama today. We're here at this old barn, this property, and it's just full of old trucks. One of the trucks that we're gonna get that I really would like is an old 51 Ford. And actually, a Beaver built a dam around it. The dam's still there and we've got rid of the Beaver. So now it's time to retrieve the truck and hopefully with any luck we can get it loaded up safely, move on back to the garage and start restoring this truck.
Every day is something different. One day I'll be working on a beautiful old truck that we've restored. We're starting on one we just pulled out of a swamp or out of the woods. That's kind of like a treasure hunt for me.
What are you doing? Here, just sit down right here. Oh my gosh. Somebody has put a new fuel pump on here about 40 years ago.
When I was growing up, I always worked on cars and trucks, whatever else I could tear apart. That's just where it evolved into what I've created today, and that's Possum Holler Garage. Basically tear things apart and redo it and bring it back to life.
Look at this.
That was some farm ingenuity right there.
Yeah. Hey, look, you know what's even funny? Look where they soldered it on there.
Took the time to solder it.
Yeah. Back then they did whatever they could do to get the job done. And what's kind of funny for me is that's kind of how we do it out here. Whatever it takes to get the job done. Some woman is madder than hell right now. She's probably in the grave somewhere, but she's still mad because all of her lawn hoses and water hoses and fertilizer sprayers are definitely inoperable.
That's right.
But this is real unique. I like that. Maybe we'll keep this as a little souvenir.
Yeah.
I started back in 2000. I ate beans and rice for a lot of years, and to save up enough money to make the move and start building everything and developing it. One thing that I really motivate myself to do is when I'm creating and coming up with these ideas is actually follow through with them. I might go to a show and meet somebody and they'll tell me, hey, I was thinking of that 5 years ago. And what I've trained myself to do is actually bring it to life. The difference between a good idea and the finished product is just a lot of hard work.